Welcome to Changemakers, a show on people that make change happen, beginning with themselves. Today is about beauty and power. A woman who exudes beauty, simplicity with style, and positivity. But at the same time, she's navigating her company, taking care of her family, making an impact in her industry, and immensely contributing to her community. The CEO of Progressive Laboratories, Pinky Tobiano. Hello, Pinky!
Hi, Anthony. How are you today?
I'm okay.
So happy to see you.
Likewise. Grabe, how long has it been?
15 grateful years having you as a friend, as a mentor, and someone who leads our team building in the company.
Wait. This outfit, oh my gosh, magtatrabaho ka ba?
Of course! Power outfit yan.
Paano tayo magte-tablescaping ngayon?
Hindi tayo magte-table. You know, it doesn't mean it's COVID. You have to be really looking bad. In fact, now it's a time that you have to empower people to be positive. Diba?
Okay. We're gonna discuss a lot about change. But very quickly,
Okay.
quick advice, how do you survive and make an impact in a time of crisis?
In this time of crisis, what's important is you have to innovate. Think of how can you reinvent your business. Second, gratefulness. Gratefulness should be our spirit in this whole pandemic. Hindi yung konting problema, reklamo agad, di ba? Dapat grateful ang puso natin. Di ba? Sabi ko nga a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles.
Oh wow, I love that.
I coined that.
A grateful heart
is a magnet for miracles.
And there have been miracles in your life. We're going to talk about that in the next couple of minutes. Guys, more about making change happen with this miracle, Miss Pinky Tobiano, after this break.
Join us.
Welcome back to Changemakers with Miss Pinky Tobiano. Pinky, you have been a changemaker since 5 years old.
Since 5 years old, grabe no. But I like that word, change maker. For me, it's something very optimistic, very positive.
But seriously, it started for you as early as 5 in this industry.
Yes.
The animal nutrition health industry.
Yes.
5 years old in a poultry store, no?
Yes, since I was 5, I had to work after office. So, nagbibigay ng sukle, talking to customers, and after office, hindi ako pwede mag-aral muna. Kailangan tumulong. It was a traditional Chinese way. Alam mo, growing up, Anthony, ang first movie ko nga high school, Dear Heart. So, I really wanted to be like normal kids, nakakapasyal. Pero the training of my parents are hardcore, but it paid off.
But, expectations normally in any community, whether it's Chinese or Filipino, either magtrabaho sa isang kumpanya, right? Or pumasok sa isang malaking conglomerate, or maging entrepreneur. You were a chemist and you stayed in this industry as a woman.
I really liked it. I embraced it. When I was still 5, I said, nung nagbabantay ako sa tindahan sa poultry farm, someday, yung gamot, the medicines I will be selling are my medicines. I'm making them.
Ganun talaga.
Talaga. Dapat bata pa.
I see the confidence.
You should have the vision. When I was still young, I said, I'm going to make the medicine. Someday, that medicine for that dog, for that pig, for the chicken will be my formulation. And I really worked hard for it. It wasn't a walk in the park, Anthony. I fought for my dream.
So therefore, by seeing the stories of your customers, by witnessing it, sabi mo, yan ang gusto ko.
I want to be part of the healing process.
Wow.
I want to be the solution why your dogs are better, you have healthier chicken, better livestock, better agriculture, better productivity.
Amazing. Kasi alam ko, gusto ko lang maglako, gusto ko makabenta, gusto ko lang ma-reach yung target ko, but you wanted to contribute to healing. You're a chemist, we know that already. You're a major contributor to a lot of causes, philanthropy. You are a celebrity.
Not celebrity.
And a change maker.
And a change maker.
If you think about how you made that happen, all of that and more, of course, no one's perfect, but you seem to have accomplished so much. Paano mo na-balance lahat yun? Paano mo na mix yung oras tsaka yung energy mo to make that happen?
Okay. Paano mo mababalanse yan? Ang kailangan mo first is siya. everything started. Actually, I just want to share with everyone. I became a believer of him when Anthony led our team building. For me, everything was science. Everything was about profit. But when you did our team building, you made me realize you cannot do it all about profit. You need to also have him as part of your company. You know, Anthony, when everything starts, you anchor onto him, your life will fall into place. You would know what's your priority, what are the things, what are your decisions that will be impactful to make positive changes into your employees' lives, into your clients' lives, and he will guide you the way.
I love it because I was guided then, when I was conducting that program.
Yes,
Parang narinig ko
obviously.
talaga Panginoon saying, share with Pinky because I want to expand her influence. And today, it's a part of your life. So your time management, we're talking about balance here. The first part for me, I'm intrigued by the start and by the end of your day. Can you say a little more about the start and the end?
Every day, even though how I end my evening, I wake up at 5. Every single day I wake up at 5. Then by 5, I go up to my dresser and I really have to do this, a 15-minute quiet time with God. This is the time I get to pray, I get to reflect on how I would lead my day. After that, of course, I have to be beautiful. I work. I believe to... Hindi, kailangan yan eh. Alam mo, Anthony, hindi porket pandemic, maglolosyang ka na. The more you have to show that beauty, you have to inspire your employees that dressing up well will also say, "Uy, si Mamo ang ayos. Ako rin nga mag-aayos ng kilay." Kaya I like to inspire people. I always take an extra effort in looking good.
Okay, that's the start. But at the end, also something happened.
Tapos, pagkatapos pa niyan, di ba? Tapos na, maganda na ako. Then I check my email. Tapos, 3 times a week at 9 a.m., I have to have my Zoom with my managers. Especially now, it's pandemic. First, you have to get connected. Stay connected. Know what's your pending doables. Third, you have to know what are the current issues, people, property, places, and events. At the end of the day, in my bed, I have my iPad, I review my day. I have to see, oh, these are the things I didn't do, this is the things I want to do tomorrow. So planning is strategic. Then I get updates from my managers. I have to know what's the sales for the day, what sales I didn't close. So planning is key. Then I end my day, the last thing is Wancha and I pray.
Oh.
Holding hands.
Nax!
Kailangan holding hands. Because we sleep holding hands. Bakit? Totoo yan.
I should ask him about that practice.
Hindi ako makatulog ba
Please
hindi
don't
kami
tell that to
nag-holding
Maricel.
hands.
She might adopt that too.
No, it's been for
That's so
almost...
sweet. Yeah.
It's like we pray before sleeping and we hold hands. And then I would know, hey, Pinky, it was a good day. God has guided you. You've touched lives. Then good night.
The vertical connection and the horizontal connection, holding hands.
Talaga!
I love
Kailangan
that.
holding hands.
Mindset, you said, is so important. Can you expound on that? Napaka-importante ng ating kaisipan.
Okay, when the pandemic started, the first thing that went to me was fear. The mindset was fear. Then I said, you have a choice fear or success. Then I said, I removed the fear, kasi that was the last year of the COVID. Then I said, my mindset should lead my 300 employees or more and their families that they won't be hungry. So my mindset was to lead, to sustain.
People first talaga,
Talagang when I had that mindset, I said then I would make sure we would survive until today we are okay.
Yes.
It
yes.
wasn't
And we know
easy.
that. We know that.
It wasn't easy. Kaya nga I said, my employees from the day they joined me until this very day, their lives should have improved.
The idea of micromanaging, kilala ka dyan. You get into the details,
Super details.
But at the same time, you have a big picture of the landscape. How do you accomplish that?
Micromanaging is to keep my managers on track. Parang pitik yan Kasi they know the landscape, pero they have to have a reality check.
So landscape meaning?
They should know where they are going. They should know their KPIs, KRAs, their accountability. But me, being a micromanager, hey, you need to do more. You need to be accountable. But we also celebrate our small victories.
How do you combine being a micromanager and empowering people?
You manage expectations.
Okay.
I tell them your expectation.
Right.
You have to give me feedbacks, everything that's happening. I need to know even the tiniest hininga mo or ang mahulog. Why? Because so we can find solutions. But I let them execute. At the end of the day, it works.
Pananagutan, accountability.
Accountability, importante yan. Hindi nyo pwedeng sabihin sa akin, oh, merong sumobrang discarga, may sobrang delivery. Ang rason ng manager, kasi wala ako doon. Hindi. Nilagay kita dyan because I know you can do a good job. So don't give me those reasoning that it was my people because you are defined by your people.
So how do you divide, therefore, your energy and your time, given the fact that you are a chemist, you've got the animal health and nutrition industry you're taking care of, and then you have disinfection, sanitation,
the consumer line.
The consumer line as well. And then you have this Grateful Tuesdays where giving back to the community is a fixed part of your weekly schedule. How do you manage that overall?
First, I have to list down what are my priorities.
Well, just like me, notebook kailangan,
Yeah,
ano?
talagang ako, maski sa mo digital, notebook pa rin. It works. I guess it's old school. And
Old school is cool.
old school works, but we learn to innovate. Actually, what's nice is the schedule. I put my employees part of the schedule. Like Grateful Tuesday would not be complete without them helping me too. And Grateful Tuesday is a contribution of friends and also the resources that we have. Kaya the success of my schedule, maybe 50% are the participation of my employees. Kaya nga sinasabi ko sa'yo, my team defines me.
Well, that's how she leads and how she manages. But when crisis hits, there was a big fire, for example. Of course, COVID as a global problem for all. Swine flu. Ano pa ba yan? Foot and mouth disease. Pinagdaanan na lahat.
Yes.
Ni Pinky yan. Pagbalik
Grabe.
natin. Pag-uusapan natin yan here in Changemakers. Welcome back to Changemakers. We have Pinky Tobiano. Let's talk about crisis. Oh my gosh, Pinky. The challenge in your family, of course, right? Your first marriage, and then you had cancer, and then a fire, and then the swine flu, and then COVID.
Grabe, no? But I guess, Anthony, crisis defines the kind of leader you will be.
And what did that do for you? For example, the fact that you and your mom both got cancer.
That was, I think, among all the crises, that was the most painful of all. Anthony, when my mom had cancer, it was painful enough seeing your dad. But when I would be going out for radiation, then Pian will go to me and say, Mom, are you coming home?
Oh.
It breaks me, and I said, of course, Mom is coming home. But deep inside, it crushed me. That's the look in my children's eyes I don't want any parent to even succumb to. Ang hirap kasi all their lives, you want to protect your child. But when you see your child hurting because you are hurting, it crushed me.
What made you pull through? Was there a time you told yourself, this could be my last day?
A lot of times, Anthony, I really thought it was my last day, and I was a single mom by then. Paano na? It was just me and my 2 kids. Tatlo lang kami. And another thing that made me hang on, aside from my 2 kids, is my employees. Paano na yung mga pamilyang pinapakain nila?
It wasn't about you, ah?
It was never about me to start with. It's about my 2 kids and my employees. That's my life. I live for these people and I live for him.
So what is it that you got from that? You're a Christian. There's this verse that says all things work for the good. What's the good out of that bad thing that you picked up from that?
It tests your endurance and your faith to him. That was the time my faith was really not really crumbling, but I was asking why me. Then I read this, I can do all things
Right.
through Christ who strengthens me. And I know He made me undergo this to maybe in the future become a better leader, a leader that pag sinabi ng mga tao, hindi kaya yan kasi napagdaanan ko na yan.
Hindi ka ba na disappoint, or weren't you asking the Lord, okay na yung cancer, but meron pang sunog? Bakit meron pang swine flu? Bakit meron pang nung sunod-sunod siya? How was that to go through one crisis after another?
Of course, you're going to be tired, but all this crisis, the more there's a crisis, the more you need to think, paano yung mga tao ko? Kailangan meron sila, pag uwi nila sa pamilya nila, nakakakain sila 3 beses isang araw.
That fire.
Ay, that fire. Grabe yon.
The entire facility collapsed, right?
I was in
Everything.
China for a meeting. Then I received a call from Pian. Mom, Qualibet's on fire. I said, oh my God, I had to make sure I got it 9 a.m. I flew in. So, the plane, the emotion when I see, wala na. All because all my savings for that year, everything was there. But we rose from the ashes. Parang a phoenix rising. Now, it's a more beautiful Qualibet. It's a more sophisticated
We're
Qualibet.
We're gonna see that.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're going to see that. And I'm so excited. Parang, Anthony, nung time na talagang nadadapa ka, dapat isipin mo, paano ako babangon eh. Hindi yung pag dumapa ka, iiyak ka ng iyak. It's good to grieve, don't get me wrong. It's also good to feel the pain, but just for a moment, but think, how can I rise up again?
Where did you get that spirit? Where did you get?
It's all His. Ang lakas ng faith ko kay Lord Anthony. Alam mo, sa lahat ng pinagdaanan ko, I never asked Him, why God? But I asked Him, what's next, Lord, for me to make this a better place?
Not why is this happening, but how should I be responding? I love that.
Yes,
I love that
parang
about
ganyan,
you.
diba? Yes, you cannot always say, why me? What is in store for me? What is my learning? How can I touch more lives?
Okay, we're still in the middle of a global crisis. 1, 2, or 3 tips in crisis management from Pinky.
The first thing for business or entrepreneurs is you need to study the landscape. You need to study who are the players, who are the competition, global trends first, landscape analysis. Number 2, you need to also see the risk factors. Kasi one thing we did during this crisis, we made our strategic planning, we did our risk management portfolio. We need to see what is going to change, what are the new measures we're going to do. So landscape, risk management. 3rd is competition profiling. You need to also see what is the new paradigm. You cannot stick to the old baka mali. And lastly, for me, is anchoring and involving the team. You need to involve the team. What's your direction? Kasi they cannot be kept, ano bang mangyayari sa kumpanya? You need to also assure them that we will take care of them.
Well, you've taken care of a lot of people for many years.
Yes.
I entered here today, and some of those faces were here 15 years ago. I mean, many of them.
25 years
Oh my
ago.
God.
25 years ago.
What is the key to keep people, good people, with you?
They believe in me. They believe in their
Everything
leader.
rises and falls on leadership.
They believe in me that I'll take very good care of them. There will be times that you have to really put boundaries. There will be times you need to kick in discipline because I believe they can be far better than what they are today. When I tell people, you should lead like that, don't do that, I still believe that they have more diamonds to shine. Kung pinagsabihan ko, hindi tama yan, dapat ganito. Kasi kung tumigil na ako sa pag-a-advise, ibig sabihin, bumibitaw na ako sa'yo.
You start worrying when your leader stops advising.
Yeah.
Because your leader's given up on you, right?
If the time I don't want to see you, I don't even want to correct you, it means I lost my faith in you. But if I keep on pushing you, mali yan, tama yan, ibig sabihin, naniniwala pa ako sa kakayanan mo, na kaya mo maging mas mabuti next time.
And amidst all of this, the contribution has been growing.
Yes.
To the community, to
Yes.
others that you don't even know. Where did that come from? And how do we do this in a time of crisis?
Actually, dapat itong pandemic, your spirit is a spirit of gratefulness. For me, this whole pandemic, we have to be grateful for the fact you're alive. It's a gift from Him. It's a miracle. So I started Grateful Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Because Tuesday, I had a hard time conceiving for my second child. And I gave birth to Carol after 6 years of trying on a Tuesday. So every Tuesday, parang I'm so grateful. But you can be grateful every day, diba? So Grateful Tuesdays, I started on an online platform. And as of today, we already help 80,000 families all over the Philippines through friends who've helped, even Sel and your family sent me. You know, it's not how big or how small, but the gesture of letting people know that you care for them, it makes a big difference in this world, Anthony.
And still, meron ka pang love life.
Syempre, importante yun. Diba?
How? Because people are struggling giving themselves to their company, diba? Trying to stay alive. And in fact, there's a lot of issues about mental health today because people feel so alone. One tip from a feisty lady like you that still gives to her husband. Meron pang love life.
Sobra. Alam mo, ang maganda sa asawa ko, he allows me to grow. My husband allows me to shine. He's not intimidated or he does not feel those. He sees me happy doing it. He supports me. I think yun yung secret eh. Kaya tignan mo ngayon nag-interview tayo, my husband doon lang siya kasi he knows I enjoy doing it. If my husband sees me happy, he's happier.
Lux. And what is your secret naman as a spouse to make the husband happier? Maricel, please take note, ha?
Sa Bible yan, submit to your husband. Diba? Ganun lang yun. Juancho and I, once a year, we have like our retreat. So we write down what are the things we did well. Then we would write down how can we be better together. We have our spiritual mentors. Then they guide us through that.
But we're going to talk about the future.
Yes.
Okay, I'm excited about this concept. It's not even a concept, it's a plan for a progressive city.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm so excited.
Where is Pinky, this change maker, bringing us next in
Soon.
terms of the major change in her life and in her company when Changemakers comes back? Wow, that was just a glimpse. It's much bigger than this. I haven't even seen this. I've been with you for what? As your partner for 15 years.
Yes. Because it's now that I really showed you what Chemist Pinky is all about, transforming lives, create positive change, and being an instrument of God to be able to have global brands, all Filipino.
Well, you already are. You know, all that you're talking about. But there is still the future. So, you're a change maker. What are you making as a future for Progressive Labs or Qualibet for all that you do?
For me, my vision for this to be the most modern pharmaceutical and veterinary toll manufacturing that will cater the world. Not only here, but to cater globally.
Okay, that's the vision, but the execution requires that Pinky continually changes.
Yes.
So, what changes? What kind of innovation, evolution do we expect from you?
Something that will be, you can see an innovation of something more exciting, something bringing forth Filipino talents to see Filipino medicines globally available. But I want to share with you, Anthony, what made me ready for this change. Because a lot of people were asking me, are you not going to expand? Are you not going to transfer to somewhere to make it bigger? For me, this past few years, maybe when I started, I was not ready. Timing is everything. When my daughter joined the company and I saw her interest, then I said, I am ready. I'm going to make my dream and my vision come true because my daughter, I saw this fire in her that now mommy is ready to make a bigger, more progressive. So I call it the progressive city.
So therefore, we always ask this of our guests. From Pinky Tobiano's perspective, a change maker is?
A change maker is making the lives of the people around you better than when they started.
Wow, that's what you've done for us. At meron pang last request, may question.
Sige nga.
Sa mga nawala na ng pag-asa sa pag-ibig, you're a single mom, not happily married, second chances, what's your advice?
Trust him. He has a perfect plan for you.
Wow.
You don't rush things. You don't just enter a relationship. Pray about it. Pray intentionally about it.
And I like this saying here, right? As you pray about it, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Enjoy the process. And I have enjoyed this process with Pinky. Maraming salamat, Pinky Tobiano, our change maker for the day. God bless you.
Stay grateful. I'm
Yes.
very grateful. Thank you, Anthony.
I am grateful. Till the next Changemaker Show, maraming salamat.